Let's begin. First thing you want to do is apply a primer. I'm going to use the Kat Von D, and it doesn't have a name, but it looks like that. It's just a primer, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid area. You don't want to put too much because it will crease. Primers, you want to make sure that it's tacky, not dry and not wet. Just make sure it's tacky so the eyeshadows can stick to it. We're gonna take this white gel liner, and this is an Inglot gel liner in number 76, and it's just white. And I'm gonna grab that with my finger, just a little tiny bit, and apply that to the inner corner only. Okay, so you should have something like this. And then I'm going to take this light yellow color right here, and it's a very, very pale yellow. It's very, very, very lightly. We are going to apply that under the brow bone. I'm going to use a brush like this because you want to be very light-handed. As you can see, you can barely see the yellow, but it's there. It's just something to blend the two colors together, or the orange and the coral into the brow bone, so it could just blend and look gorgeous. I don't have all the numbers for these eyeshadows, but what I'm going to do is put an annotation right here, and also I always list the product names and numbers on the bottom bar. So make sure that you check that out, please. Then I'm going to take a very light peach color like this. This is Samoa Silk, and it's a MAC eyeshadow. It has no shimmer whatsoever, so it's very creamy and matte. It's a flat color. And then I'm going to take that on a blending brush like this. It's flatter than the blending brush, but it's fluffy enough to where it's gonna apply the color and also blend at the same time, because you don't want something super dark. And we're applying that all over the outer part of the eye and blending it up to that pale yellow. And then we're taking this coral color. This is number 361, and it's also a matte, and this one is by Inglot. It's almost like the color of my shirt, but my shirt is a little bit darker. But yeah, it's just a pretty coral color. We're going to use a paddle brush like this. It's flatter. And we're just going to add this right on the outer corner in a patting motion. You want the bulk of the color right out here. Then again, blending it into that tangerine peachy color. And also bringing it down here. Okay, so now we're going to take a synthetic brush like this, and you can see it's extremely flat, but it has a rounded tip so we can get right in the corner. I am going to take this light turquoise color right here. You can also use a baby blue, but this one has a little bit of green in it. So it's almost like an aqua slash turquoise type color. We're applying that right in the inner corner. Again, tapping. And I'm going to bring it just down here in the tear duct. And then blending it up into that coral color. Make sure it's blended. Ow, I poked myself in the eye. Don't poke yourself in the eye. And then with the same brush, we're going to use just the tip and dab it into this matte white color, and this is Sex by Illamasqua. You can use a shimmer if you want. I just want to keep this all matte to go with the sherbet theme. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to take this brick red color, and this is 335, also by Inglot. I am taking a pencil brush like this. It's a very small, pointy brush. And you want to just grab a little tiny bit of that, tilt your head back, and I'm going to apply that right into the crease. Very lightly bring it down onto the lash line and blending it back into the crease. Okay, so I want to keep this very light. So what I'm going to do is grab my NC15 and NW20. This is a concealer pencil, and it's called a Chromagraphic pencil by MAC. And basically it's like a skin tone type color. And I'm going to apply that right inside my eye. And you can see it just brightens up the eye, as opposed to using a dark. You can also use a brown if you prefer. I wouldn't suggest using white because it's just going to be way too stark white, and you don't want that. You just want it to look kind of natural. Okay, so now for the lashes, I am using these lashes right here, and these are the Baby Black Babies, and I'm guessing because they're super tiny, and I get most of my lashes at Sally's. So I just want something that will open up the eye. You can see that it gives it like a doll like look. Okay, so for the cheeks, I'm keeping it very simple. I am going to use my favorite blush, which is Gingerly by MAC, and it's just like a natural with a hint of peach. And then for the highlight, I'm using the top portion of this highlighter right here, and this is the Physicians Formula Baked highlighting strips, I believe. Something like that. I don't know, I can't take it out, it's like stuck in there. But just use any like bronzy gold color you have. And I have that right on my cheekbones. For the lips, I am going to use the MAC Cremesheen. It's just a nude gloss. want to keep it very simple. Oh, I'm sorry, this is in Boy Bait, by the way. So you can see, you could just use any light gloss that you have. And that is my sherbet look for spring 2012. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and stay tuned for many more. Alright guys, you guys have a great spring. Bye.
Shake that. Shake that. Shake that. Shake that. Every day I'm shuffling.